Yo, what's up, Virgo? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of December 2018, Virgo. You have the King of Pentacles right at the center of your reading. That's a great energy to have because that card has to do with abundance. So, some of you really do have abundance in your life, and I think that's really great because, especially around this time of the year, this is a time of the year where you really just should think about how much you have in your life and how blessed you are and how grateful you can be for everything that you have, Virgo. So I wanted to start off your reading talking a little bit about that, but yeah, that would be indicative of abundance in your life, Virgo. King of Pentacles at the center of your reading is a great energy to have. For others of you, it's more about like you're just a skilled business person. I mean, some of you are just really good at what you do work-wise and in your job. Now, for others of you, this energy is more about, potentially some of you do have someone in your life who is an important Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. So I'm not saying all of you do, but for some of you, this person is going to be a focus in your life in the month of December 2018. So who do you think about right away, Virgo? Who's an important person in your life? Maybe another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus potentially. And for some of you, this person is your significant other. For others of you, this is someone you're interested in romantically. For others of you, this might be someone who you work with. For a few of you, it might be somebody in your family. But you can definitely expect that in the month of December 2018, December 2018, there is going to be an important person in your life who's a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn who might be a central focus in your life for this month. And, if you're not familiar with tarot reading, it's not about the gender on the card. Yeah, it's a King of Pentacles, but a King of Pentacles could be a man or a woman, but it's definitely somebody who is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn who might play a central focus in your life in the month of December 2018. Now, some of you guys have with you Virgos, it's like your love life is a mixed bag. It's like some of you guys really have a great, solid relationship, where, you trust your partner and everything is great and you never go behind their back. But, for others of you, it's like maybe some of you have your eye on somebody else. So that's why I say it's like some of you really do have solid relationships. And then there's others of you who are kind of maybe looking at somebody else a little bit, or, potentially somebody you're with is looking at somebody else. So you just have to figure out, which category you're in, Virgo. And, you do have a lot of options here, Virgo. Like I said, right at the center of your reading, you have a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. At the top of your reading, you have a Knave of Swords. So, once again, it's not about the gender on the card. But this is somebody who is, it could be a man or a woman, but it's somebody who is potentially a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So, think about it. Who's an important Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your life, Virgo? Who really stands out to you? Who's the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini who really stands out to you, Virgo? And then, others of you have another option. You have I'm seeing a Queen of Chalices, and you also have a Knave of Chalices. So, for others of you, a good option might be somebody who's a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So, especially if you're single, I feel like you do have a lot of options. And, if you're coupled up, this is like, for those of you who are in solid relationships, I wouldn't say that applies to you. I'd say this is more for those of you who, really do have your eye on somebody else potentially. It's like if you're in a solid relationship, it's like maybe some of you are already with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or, if you're in a relationship already, maybe you are with you're with a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo potentially. If you're in a relationship already, maybe you are with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer potentially, but for those of you who are in relationships or single, For those of you who are in relationships but you have your eye on somebody else or single, potentially any of the signs I talked about could be great options for you. Now, I do have, I do see the Ten of Pentacles is crossing your reading this month, so it's the challenge card this month. And some of you guys really do have ongoing family disputes. I'm not saying all of you do, but some of you have been going through an ongoing family dispute. For others of you, it might be potentially somebody who lives under the same roof as you. You might be having a little bit of ongoing trouble with this person potentially. And if that's not the case for you, then I'd say the Ten of Pentacles is your challenge in the month of December 2018. I mean, it just seems that, it's the holidays, Virgo, so it seems that, obviously you're going to be spending some money on loved ones, you're going to be spending some money on family, and it's showing up as a bit of a challenge for you. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I think you're a generous person. But it is indicative, it is showing through this card that, yeah, obviously you will be spending finances on people who maybe live under the same roof as you or who are related to you potentially. Now, you do have the Ace of Wands in your reading, and that's a great card because, you're going to be feeling very creatively inspired. Sometimes this has to do with a creative new beginning. So, if you're an artist, especially, I'm not saying all of you Virgos are artists, but, for those of you who are, this is great energy for that. If you need to be creative in your job, this is great energy for that. At the top of your reading, you do have that Knave of Swords. I'd say that, if this isn't somebody in your life who is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, then potentially somebody else who's pretty chatty in your life. So whoever this is, think about it, Virgo. Who in your life is really chatty, talkative, sometimes can be like mentally restless. So just think about that, because that could be the Knave of Swords in your life. And, for some of you, this might be a romantic interest. For others of you, this is just somebody else in your life. Potentially, maybe you know them through your work or your family. Now, I am seeing something about investments a little bit for some of you guys, because you do have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, and that's a great card for investments. So, that card in the upright, when that shows up in your reading, that shows that if you are looking to invest in something, Virgo, then it sounds like it's going to pan out really well. So, maybe you want to invest a little bit in something in the month of, or maybe starting in the month of December 2018, or, maybe pretty soon. And it's interesting because I kind of like looking at this Seven of Pentacles in the upright, and I'm looking at this coin right here in the center of your reading that the King of Pentacles is holding. And it's interesting because the full moon for you on December 22nd has a lot to do with technology. And we're entering a phase where, not everybody's really familiar with cryptocurrency, but, cryptocurrency is digital currency. So it's kind of like technology and investment all wrapped into one. And, in cryptocurrency, there is coins. So you can see this coin that King of Pentacles holding in the center of your reading. So you have the full moon, which has to do with, something coming to fruition regarding technology, and you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is investment. So, maybe some of you guys want to check this out a little bit. It's like, what are the real popular ones for cryptocurrencies? They're Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum. So those ones are a little bit more pricey. Maybe you want to check out some ones that have like potential to like, turn into something profitable. So it's like, it's interesting. For example, there's one coin called Digibyte, and back in the beginning of 2017, Digibyte was worth not much at all, very minimal. It was like 0.0003 cents or something like that. But, over 2 years, it's gone up 6,400%. That is a significant increase in value, and now it's worth about 2 cents a coin. So, if it goes up another 6,400, percent in the next 2 years. I mean, now is the time to get in, Virgo. So, just an idea for you. I mean, I'm seeing this coin, and I'm seeing where the full moon's happening for you, and I'm seeing positivity with your investment. So I'm not saying that you should definitely do it, but there's some kind of investment maybe that could be very fruitful for some of you guys. I also see the Emperor here in the upright, and the Emperor is someone who is very innovative, someone who is on a solid structure, or if they aren't now, then they have the potential to be on a solid structure. This is somebody who is they could be in a position of authority one day eventually. If they already aren't now, then they definitely have the position or potential to be in a position of authority one day. Maybe it's somebody who likes to wear red a lot, potentially. This is somebody who's a very outside of the box thinker. They're innovative. They're unconventional. So try to think about that. Who in your life fits those characteristics, Virgo? And, very specifically, I mean, I'm the only one who uses life path numbers in tarot reading. No other tarot readers have done this before. I'm the only one. So, this is somebody specifically who could be an important person in your life who is life path number 4. So, that's very specific. And if you want to know, if you're curious, who in my life is life path number 4, maybe you're thinking, if you want to know, then take the person's date of birth who you think might be life path number 4, and you want to click on the link that's above the comment section in this video, and you can use that person. I give you a numerological sequence that you can use. So you take someone's date of birth and you can find out what their life path number is, and then that way you can figure out, if there's someone important in your life who's life path number 4, and potentially this is that person. And for some of you guys, maybe this is a love interest. For others of you, maybe this is someone who you're related to, someone in your family. For a few of you, this might be someone you work with, so you should definitely check that out. And it's very specific to say that all Virgos have someone important who's life path number 4, but the Emperor card is showing up there. So that does suggest some of you do have somebody important in your life who's life path number 4, or very specifically, a handful of you are the life path number 4. Now, right above that, you have the 5 of Chalices in the reverse, and that's great that that card is in the reverse, because when that card's in the reverse, that suggests new relationships. So I think that's really great because, especially for you single Virgos, you got your options. Some of you have a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Others of you are looking at maybe Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Others of you Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have your options. And, a new relationship potentially for some of you, because the 5 of Chalices is in the reverse. Right above that, you have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. And, with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, I look at that one as like, I start thinking about those Virgos who, like I said, some Virgos have great relationships and there's no issue, but, other Virgos maybe have their eye on somebody else. So you start thinking about the 3 of Pentacles, and, sometimes that's suggestive of an affair. And I'm not saying that all Virgos who are kind of on the fence about their relationship are going to go have affairs or anything, but, maybe maybe a few of you might, but, others of you might have your eye on somebody else who you really like, and maybe you're just staying with someone because you're unsure of how things are going to pan out with someone else who you're interested in. Now, if that's not the case for other Virgos, potentially this could be like I said, you're a skilled business person. I mean, you have the King of Pentacles right at the center of your reading. That would suggest that you're a skilled business person. But, some of you just don't get enough credit. So it's like, it's like your skills are, it's not that your skills are disregarded, but it's like some of you Virgos really could get a little bit more credit for what you do. I mean, you are really, like I said, you are a skilled business person. And, sometimes you do deserve a little bit more for what you do, Virgo. And the outcome of your reading is the Knave of Chalices in the upright. So, I'd say that specifically this is somebody, for a few of you, someone who can have a very positive influence on your life somehow. And potentially this person is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Somehow this person is a positive force in your life, Virgo. Now, if that's not the case, for all of you, then, potentially the Knave of Chalices is someone who is a sincere friend. So, some of you might finish off the month of December 2018 and you might be really clicking with someone who is a sincere friend in your life. For others of you, this is someone who's an artist who can be a central focus in your life. The Knave of Chalices is someone who's an artist, and that goes hand in hand with creativity. So maybe it's that energy coming through for you, Virgo. I feel like this is a good month for creative energy, but I think that's all here for this month, Virgo. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next year.